Here we go, scrummaging, getting an opportunity to get warm with their buddies. Games like this, these can be really tough for the backs when there's long breakages in play as they're standing out there.
Yeah, especially those back three.
Only one or so player taking advantage of the change in the laws recently, with players of all genders able to wear tights, not just the female players.
Oh, unfortunate early drive there for RMC, but they look like they had a good handle on that scrum. And unfortunately, a handling error there from Dalhousie. So RMC trying to take advantage of this.
RMC number 13 right there to pick up the ball, Glenn Butler. We said his name a lot. Good organization by RMC to then hit that forward pack running. Looks like they might go back to the blind. Note, they're coming to see 15, fullback, first receiver, passing to a forward pod and seeing some space on the outside. A few forwards out there who held really good spacing out in the 15-meter line. Very close to that best defender on the field, that white sideline, and they go into touch.
Oh, a little bit of heat there. His body's getting off the floor, but RMC trying the hardest to stay in bounds, but unfortunately driven to touch.
That pickup from RMC, number 13, that was Glenn Butler. He played Canada U20 and was also a 2018 OUA All-Star and 2021 OUA East All-Star. Looks like a line out for RMC. Really good attacking position. Looks to be just about on that 5-meter line, maybe about 6 meters out. Both line outs so far in the game, not clean. Number 5 calling the line out from the front. Causes him to have to look backwards. Low ball, but he gets it, handed off to
Great
second
tackle.
row running on. Good use of width from the 9 to pass to forward runners on the 15-meter line, but looks like the referee has seen something that we haven't seen here in the booth. Chatting to RMC captain there.
Yeah, looking at these guys, you can just tell how cold it is out there.
No referee hand signal to know exactly what that penalty was for, but he blew the whistle quite hard and quite loud, so he obviously saw something very clear. Dalhousie relieves the pressure a bit, probably not the best kick that they would have hoped for, trying to relieve the pressure.
Oh, great steal from RMC.
RMC had Dalhousie's playbook on that one, and they are going rumbling down the field with a line out. Very close to the line, a little bit disjointed at the end, but 9's in there digging for the ball. Really good up by Dalhousie there, take away the space.
Yeah. RMC looking to play far away from the breakdown. Not opting for a pick and go strategy, but trying to have some forward crashing. Oh, great defense, great line speed there from Dal.
Referee Pete Pender having a chat again with RMC. Might have seen a small knock on, nope, penalty. Oh. Dalhousie came in from the side in a ruck, so in a ruck you must come north-south. You must come from your own goal line, can't be coming from the side. And not, looks like it was a knock-on, then perhaps coming back, or a penalty coming back. Not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Saw a penalty arm, but here we are, scrum.
I think RMC opting for a scrum in from that penalty.
Thank you for that. Definitely missed that one. And RMC using their pack strength. No advantage yet, but the scrum looks like it kind of got taken apart. 9 decided to go to the right, even though the scrum's wheeled to the left. Didn't want to run into his opposition 9. Hooker number 2 wants that ball from RMC. Good little rumbling Couple meter run there.
Oh, and RMC's in.
Number 4, their captain.
Oh, hold on, referees signaling. Maybe not.
Not gonna be a try.
He had a bit of an obstruction. Thought ref was calling obstruction, but oh yeah. So Dalhousie, the rugby gods were worth them today.
I think Dalhousie was really lucky on that one. Obviously, RMC having the momentum. Wouldn't be surprised given there hasn't been a single clean line out yet in the game, either stolen or bobbled. I might expect more of the same here with that tall jumper from RMC. Number 5, Adam
Oh,
Beaupre.
great steal from number
Again,
5.
as predicted. I'll be here all day. Good job. Lots of space from RMC on the outside, but the ball is bobbled. Can't quite get it out to their wing.
Ref says ball went backwards, so play on. Oh, nice little chip there by RMC. But unfortunately, the ball wasn't behind the 50, so no 50-22 here, but Dalhousie ball inside their 22.
Gotta love that new law that if a kicker is behind their 50-meter line, the halfway line, they kick and it bounces in and goes out within the 22-meter line. They regain possession, overthrown, another mistake in the line out, and number 1 was going barreling for RMC, so close to the line. Number 9 sees an opening from RMC. Cameron Van Bodegom from Barrie, Ontario.
Well done to RMC, you know, winning those crucial lineouts. Maybe that was their game plan all along, is to allow Dalhousie to have a lineout, knowing that they've been so successful stealing that ball.
A try scorer, 3rd year of economics. 5'6", 169 pounds. Very precise weights of all the weights that are there that are on the either end in a 5 or a 0. He's the only one that is that precise.
We have Butler here taking this kick.
Butler's in his 4th year of business administration from Grisby, Ontario. 6'2". 220 might be a little generous.
And nice lefty kick here by Butler, but unfortunately the flags stay down.
It was quite a difficult kick from the left-hand touch line.
Yeah, for a left-footed kicker, the left-hand side of the field is not where you want to be kicking. We have Clark here with the restart. He's been kicking pretty deep all game, so we'll see if it's contestable or nope, opting for a nice deep ball. Pinning the RMC to that edge. Great kick there by Clark.
We know that there's a long line of backs ready for RMC. Looks like it went a short little ball to the forwards. Still at the 22-meter line, not much gained in terms of field position. Switching back the other way. A little bit of a safe ball where the forwards are.
Yeah, RMC just looking to slow this ball down before they can relieve for a kick, and here we see the kick. And ball goes out into touch, but is Dal going to want to play quick? Oh, they do, but the ball didn't travel 5 meters from that touch line, so ref's calling it back.
Quick lineouts are lots of fun when the ball goes into touch. Whoever's team lineout it is, they do have an opportunity to play the ball and pass it in before a lineout is set. Must go 5 meters, must be where the ball went out, and must be lateral or backwards. They caught number 5 off guard, didn't get that steal. Finally, Dalhousie gets a clean lineout ball, as clean as it's been all game at least. And a penalty from Pete Pender. Time off again. There's been a few chats here. Not happy with number 5, assuming it was something that occurred in the lineout.
You can see these Dalhousie players open. Oh, yellow card.
Yellow card, that's huge for RMC as they lose their main lineout jumper and lineout caller.
It's Adam Beaupre there with that card. Your last game of the season, not a spot you want to be in.
Adam is 6'10" in political science. It's kind of height lineout coaches.
Yeah, he is
dreams
not
about.
short.
Let's see how the lineout goes. Defending, easy ball for Dalhousie. This will be a real game changer for them at set piece. Nice ball there, but unfortunately bobbled in the tackle.
Yeah, great pressure there by RMC.
And again, another penalty for RMC. Pete Pender going to his watch, putting time off, and is going to have another chat. Dangerous territory here for RMC.
Looks like James Clark there from number 10 is down, and not what Dal wants to be seeing right now. They've looked to James as a leader on this field, and James won player of the game in their first match, so hopefully it's just maybe a stinger and he's able to get back in.
He was obviously one of the players to watch this tournament, from St. John's, Newfoundland in his first year. Coaches touting him as one of the best fly halves in the Atlantic region, and really able to see gaps. Number 2 coming off for a yellow. RMC now down to 13 players.
Wow.
Dalhousie is going to want to play everything quickly once time is on to take advantage of being up 2 players. This is where on-field leadership is so important. The team understands that they need to play quickly, need to take advantage. Hopefully they play here and don't go for points.
Are they going to opt for a scrum?
Not super happy with that decision given that takes away valuable minutes and runs down the clock on those sin bins. However, they're likely looking at it that they're lost 2 forwards and they think they're going to have a significant scrum advantage. RMC back coming in, going to play flanker. So many wasted seconds right now. I was always a player that wanted to play quickly. A little bit of my rugby soul hurts right now. An even scrum considering the situation, but a good powering run by number 8 from Dalhousie. Another good leg drive. Penalty the other way.
Oh, obstruction. That's unfortunate.
And now RMC, I imagine Gleb Butler isn't going to be too quick to kick. There you go. See?
Yeah. See those conversations happening of, let's slow down this ball. Waste that clock. Oh, and unfortunately that ball doesn't make it to touch, so Dalhousie kicking back.
Opting not to keep ball in hand, putting RMC under pressure. A little bit of ping pong here, coming back over the head. Good favorable bounce for RMC, but Dalhousie is there, number 14, the winger, keeping his feet, doing a good job of staying in bounds as well. AR right on the spot to be able to see it. A hot potato right there.
Great tackle there by RMC number 12.
Forward runner, running on ball, really good footwork before contact. Looks like there might be a jackal from RMC, and there is. Great body position by number 13 from RMC. Kicking away quickly on the counterattack, trying to find Dalhousie off guard in the backfield. They were there with an easy take.
Yeah, for Dalhousie having a 2-man advantage right now, they really need to keep possession and build some phases here.
they have an opportunity to gain a lot of confidence as well.
Yeah.
That's part of it, making sure that you know, quote unquote, punish the team for, having individuals in the sin bin. Generally, sin bin is worth about an average 6 points statistically. Got to make sure that Dalhousie gets some points on the board. Probably sin bin's about halfway done now.
RMC with a 3-man line out.
Not bad, successful.
Yeah, little sevens action there. Oh, and great leg drive here.
Great leg drive from number 7 from RMC. Brandon Scrivo, back row from Oakville, Ontario, 4th year.
Oh, lots of penalties here.
And time off again.
Wow. Maybe it's some foul language or something that we can't see in the booth here that's happening. When we see Sean McDonough, RMC coach, right there, making sure he's listening to the call.
Oh, Sean's body language wasn't the best right there. A little bit of a laugh under his breath. Sean has been the longtime head coach of the RMC men's rugby program.
I think 15 years he's been coaching there.
He started at RMC as the assistant coach of the men's basketball team. Fun fact for you. Yeah. Assisted by Beth Bartz, Les Davidson, David Harries, Michael Boire.
Yeah, and Beth Bartz has coached me since I was 16, so definitely the reason why I came to Queens, and I'm in Kingston now. So love to see Beth sharing her knowledge of the game and working with RMC.
Dalhousie obviously going for a full line out, knowing that RMC are down players. And it gets stolen by RMC.
Great job to number 4, Brandon Gray there.
Number 4 is going for a yellow, taking a player around the ruck who was not involved.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Doesn't need to talk to the other individual about being a captain and what to do. He should be getting off the field. Really unfortunate for RMC. They'll be really frustrated. Those players have to stay warm as well. That is a big risk given that we're below 0 with snow here and they just come off sweat and buckets. Can't let that freeze up.
Yeah, RMC's got to turn this around right now. They can't be subjected to their hot tempers here in this game.
Would really like to see the leadership from Dalhousie take control. Play quickly, one-off runners. Those gaps will open up.
Yeah. 15 versus on.
There we go, tap and go.
Yes. Yeah, 15 versus 12 right now, so definite huge advantage. Oh, and great tackle here by RMC. They are not happy with the decisions that have been made on this pitch, and hopefully they'll be turning it into positive rugby and not more yellow cards.
And penalty for RMC. Looks like offside. RMC, good leadership, going to the points, going to waste about at least 1.5 to 2 minutes here. Is that Beth providing the
yeah.
tee, assistant coach, Beth Bars.
Running that tee out for Butler there.
Coaches for Dalhousie, Eric Fichetti, Adam Anshin, Charlie Bigger, Keegan O'Shea. Eric's been the head coach. He actually played for Dalhousie. He's from Whitehorse, Yukon territory. Really excited for him to be here and, having a squad at the highest level of university men's rugby. They were the provincial champions in 2019 and then now the first time Maritime champions here in 2021. Thank you everybody on the YouTube channel and Rugby Network for listening. We are watching the chat here. If you have tidbits for us around the players on the field, support staff, doing our best to provide information about the squads. Glenn Butler looks to be missed just wide.
Yeah,
Not a distance on that kick.
great strike there by Butler, and you know, wasting that clock a little bit. I think we have a sin bin coming back in.
One thing to be careful about is when a player goes off with a yellow card, when they come back, if they were to get another yellow, that would be a red. A double yellow turns into a red card. Sometimes you play a little bit differerently on the field after coming back from a yellow. Good job by Dalhousie moving the ball. They have one more. Just that little Sonny Bill Williams flick pass out the back went into touch.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle there. Oh, we see the long legs of number 5, Adam Beaupre, back on this pitch. 6'10", he is a tall tree.
Extra man coming in Dalhousie.
Oh, and he's down the sideline going in for a try.
With an extremely high tackle by the fullback number 50. No one's happy about that.
Uh-oh, and a little bit of
not necessary at all by either side. Either coming in high or coming in and retaliating.
Let's see what referee does here if he awards a penalty try for that high tackle. We all know penalty try, it's an automatic 7, so kicker doesn't need to take the conversion.
Number 15, Gregor Logar on Dalhousie. He's one of the changes, one of the 3 starting lineup changes for Dalhousie from the Friday game.
Look at those long legs streaking down the sideline, and yeah, that unfortunate.
He's from Aurora, Ontario in his 5th year.
And Butler collecting that ball.
Number 15 is going to the sideline. Didn't see if there was a card. Or if he was just coming off for injury. Oh, looks like a substitution is coming in.
Yeah, I think RMC would be looking for a card there. Yeah, high tackle against someone who's 6'10". That's quite a feat there.
Some chatter from Ryan Sturgener and Gregory Rant about West Point in the U.S. playing a series against RMC. It would be kind of cool, 2 military schools.
Butler here setting up for this kick. And
big left-footed boot, flags go up. That was excellent form. Keeping his head down, following through.
yeah, hopefully we see the end of this yellow card saga for this RMC squad, and they can continue to play really good rugby.
RMC opting to keep the ball tight after a little bit of a break. Ball right in the middle of the field. Straight back, looking for a kicker. A little bit of a stab, maybe trying to go for the 50-22. Goes over the head of number 12. Looking for a kicking option right off the side of the boot.
Well, I don't think that went as how we had hoped to, and RMC regains possession here right inside their 22.
Dalhousie well set up defensively. They need to come off the line, and they do. Double tackle. have a lot of people on the blind side.
Oh, great inside ball there to number 1. Going in for that try.
Lucas Dingwall, first year from Ottawa, Ontario. It's a good looking scrum cap. A little bit of a design. No,
Oh,
number
so
7.
number 7.
Apologies. Brendan Scrivo from Oakville, Ontario, 4th year. There we go. The crowd picking up here for RMC. Gotta love to see it. That was a nice run, a nice line, good finish.
Yeah, great job by Butler to see that inside ball. He's been really great for RMC with those decision-making skills that he has.
Lots of Dalhousie bodies were on the blind side of that last breakdown, likely causing the gap. And a good pickup by the flanker, being able to just power through an arm tackle.
Got about 2 minutes left of this first half here on beautiful Nixon Field. And the flags are up, and Butler adds an extra 2 points here. We'll see this nice inside ball here. Oh, look at that. Just untouched. Going for that try. Great job to RMC.
Teammates pretty excited there.
Clark with a great kick, great position there. It's a kick sometimes you want to get that ball as close to the sideline as possible, really limiting the options for the other team. So
again, lots of individuals on that blind side for Dalhousie and just not there to get around the corner to make those first tackles. RMC keeping the ball alive.
A bit of a Hail Mary there by number 5.
Hot potato. Footwork before contact by number 2.
And ball went backwards on Dal here, so we have a turnover game. We'll see what Dal wants to do with this transition, and I suspect they're going to want to set up a platform to kick here.
Really hard to constantly be kicking away possession.
Yeah.
Playing defense when RMC is breaking through those first up tackles. Good job keeping the ball for a little more phases than usual in their 22. RMC well disciplined on the line to be coming up. Kick down the middle of the field and a whistle and likely a penalty. It's either going to be crossing or an individual pushing someone that was in the way of trying to get to the kicker. Referee Pender talking to his assistant official, trying to confirm what he saw so that he can make an informed decision. Looks like RMC.
Yeah, that was not necessary by number 4 from RMC.
4th yellow card to RMC.
Oh, and that's a red. That's a second yellow of the game. So number 4 is done for this match. And is it still the rule that they have to play 14 for the rest of the game, or after a certain amount of time can they?
I am not sure on the global law trial if we're doing a 20-minute red card.
If anybody knows in the chat, can help us out a little bit. Lots of changes to the new rules, so just trying to make sure we're given the right info.
If it is, he basically the red card, I'm assuming, would be off for 14 minutes versus the 20, and then that player could be replaced. So number 4 cannot come back on the field, but potentially could be replaced. Just going to confirm on the global law trials. World Rugby has a great website. Number 2 from Dalhousie setting up to throw in Matthew Young, 2nd year from Harrison Stewart from Burlington, Ontario, 1st year. Let's play the ball, Dalhousie.
Oh, that's a great tackle here for RMC. Got to give RMC credit with, I think right now, they're 2 men down, and you would never really know. Their defense has been really great and taking advantage of some of this turnover, spilling ball, and this unstructured style of rugby. So well done.
Red card in the global law trials is not a limited amount of time. Therefore, RMC will be playing with 14 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, for RMC, you know, they certainly have enough points here to win a rugby game, so it'll just be holding on defensively for the next 40 minutes.
Dalhousie, likely a smart play there, kicking out with time is done. They certainly haven't had a lot of momentum in this first half of the 7th, 8th place final game here in Kingston.
Score at halftime is RMC 19 and Dalhousie 0. Don't forget to go and get some refreshments at the Lingara pub on site.
I'm Maria Sampson, joined by Lauren McEwen. We will see you back after a 5-minute halftime.
The most successful people in life share one thing in common.
They all put themselves in a position to thrive.
Surrounded by people who challenge them to think bigger.
And communities that support them at every turn.
In the classroom.
And way outside of it.
If you want to set yourself up for success.
If you want to give yourself the tools to achieve any goal.
There's no better place to begin than Queen's.
We challenge.
We support.
You succeed.
You'll be great, no matter where you go.
But your greatest story starts right here.
When kids in need are given the chance to play sports, what you're really equipping us for is life. Support the future of your community. Support Jumpstart. Because we all play for Canada.
The most successful people in life share one thing in common.
They all put themselves in a position to thrive.
Surrounded by people who challenge them to think bigger.
And communities that support them at every turn.
In the classroom.
And way outside of it.
If you want to set yourself up for success.
If you want to give yourself the tools to achieve any goal.
There's no better place to begin than Queen's.
We challenge.
We support.
You succeed.
You'll be great, no matter where you go.
But your greatest story starts right here.
When kids in need are given the chance to play sports, what you're really equipping us for is life. Support the future of your community. Support Jumpstart. Because
And welcome back to this Consolation Final against Dalhousie and RMC. We have Dalhousie kicking off here from the left-hand side. A nice contestable kick, and Dalhousie coming up with this ball.
If you're just joining us, RMC is down a player, suffering a double yellow, therefore a red card. Dalhousie going to have the man advantage for the rest of the game. Knock on there, advantage to RMC. They have possession. Ref is blowing it up. No advantage.
RMC letting their hot heads get the better of them for the first half of this game, so hopefully they can, you know, have nice clear minds. What is it? Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
There you go. Friday Night Lights, let's go. Sunday morning, snow. Same.
I know, perfect day for a little Baileys and some coffee, watching some rugby.
Absolutely. Looks like it's almost got colder there over halftime.
Yeah, it's feels like -10.
Miscommunication from number 9. Number 7 from Dalhousie is there. A beautiful pop to number 9 from Dalhousie. Oh my goodness, what a start for Dalhousie. Number 7, Evan Logan, going for that long run with a great pickup. He's from Nova Scotia. And then try scored Charles McLernon from Montreal, second-year scrum half. Huge start from Dalhousie.
Yeah, well done to Dalhousie's scrum, having lots of pressure there, forcing the scrum half from RMC to kind of miscommunicate and bobble that ball backwards, and then just excellent pressure to be rewarded with a try. Well done.
Good support from the 9 too after the 7 came flying off the scrum, picking up a bobbling ball off the ground. That's what you want to see as a coach when your team is down, not performing. You want them to come out firing at half and being able to keep that momentum for the rest of the game. Good strike by number 10 from Dalhousie. Jimmy Clark, as his player info has said. St. John's, Newfoundland. I'm sure there's some folks in St. John's cheering on Jimmy. Gosh, that snow is going.
Yeah.
Swirling in different directions, mostly going left to right across off your screen. Glenn Butler from RMC getting ready to kick us off again after that try.
Nice deep long kick here for RMC. Oh, and unfortunately that ball is knocked on here from Dalhousie, and RMC has a great opportunity here to strike.
Really smart from RMC to going long and deep on that kickoff. Dalhousie was known to make some mistakes deep in their half in the first half, and therefore that paid off with a scrum just about maybe around the 18 or so meters out from the try line.
Yeah, RMC back, setting up nice flat, you know, wanting to throw lots of bodies at the line and lots of misdirection, so we'll see. Oh, unfortunately, ref is just reloading the scrum, so we'll have another scrum to RMC here. And RMC opting to go blind here. Oh, and great leg drive and try scored by number 10 from RMC. Isaiah Andrews, well done.
Kingston native, I'm sure he has fans in the crowd here. That was a great little pickup by the 9 at the back of the RMC scrum, going away from his defending scrum half, catching the back row off guard and able to pass off to Isaiah Andrews. Good leg drive, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dalhousie players, he was scoring.
And Butler here for this kick.
See a player in the background at RMC trying to get that great camera angle.
Do it for the gram.
Slow motion kick. Here we go. Good follow through by Glenn.
And the flags stay down. Looked like a great kick though by Butler. It's all about building that content, you know?
Absolutely. Got a feel for the players playing in this weather right now.
Yeah.
Good take by RMC just across their 22-meter line, going straight into contact. Dalhousie really tight again. Lots of players on that blind side just hanging out, taking two to tangle. Advantage being played for RMC. Offside.
Yeah, Dalhousie really needed to tighten up their defense, making sure they're folding enough players around that breakdown and getting set for this RMC attack. You can see lots of people in those shelters huddling around a little fire, trying to get warm. As it seems like every minute that passes, this weather is getting worse. Great lineup here for RMC.
Full line out going into a Maul. They're continuing the drive. Haven't even gotten the indication yet that they've stalled at all. Really good setup. You want that Maul to look like a scrum. Finally, they've stopped just a bit. People on the ground, but Pete Pender putting his arm out in advantage, thinking that it got pulled down. Let's see what the symbol is, and it is. Hand signals are pulling down the Maul from Dalhousie. Once that Maul gets set up, you cannot pull it down. That would be collapsing the Maul. Clear penalty for the referee to call. They're going to go to the line out again. I imagine going to that Maul again as well.
Yeah, really, RMC really trying to force those errors and force those penalties. You know, once you force enough penalties for the other team, you know, you're kind of forcing the referee to make a decision here and kind of forcing the referee to start handing out some cards.
Let's see if they go to the Maul again. Pretty successful that last time.
I
Straight
wonder
up where
who
he
they're
was
going
jumping.
to.
Absolutely. Dalhousie had the opening there to kind of contest the Maul, but they let it go. Peeling away. I think that player was a little bit surprised by the amount of daylight they saw in front of them.
Yeah.
Out to number 12.
Well done. Good fight. He was isolated a little bit, but
Back inside
looking
ball
for
from
that
13 to number 10.
yeah, Butler doing that a couple times. Oh, and 15, he's alone, but he's going in. Does he get that ball down?
Doesn't look like play continues. Good recycle backwards. Dalhousie is there defensively.
Yeah, well done to Dalhousie stopping that ball. But that ball is put down on that line.
Crowd cheering. Local fans here supporting RMC.
And that try scored by number 13, Glenn Butler. Been saying his name lots today.
Glenn Butler setting up in that pod spot, nice and tight to the breakdown.
A little smile to the crowd. And Coach Bart's chatting with Butler here. I think referee might be having some conversations, so. RMC, no doubt, happy with their performance so far. Rugby-wise, maybe not so happy with all the cards, but they've certainly been playing some fast, good unstructured rugby.
A few players to watch on RMC we've been told about. Thomas Wissenborn was actually a 2020 RMC grad, but came back for his 2021 season. when his pilot training was delayed due to the global pandemic. He was also a 2021 OUA East All-Star. Matt Young, a 2021 OUA All-Star. Josh Andrews, World School Sevens with his younger brother Isaiah on the team. Local kid, graduate of Regiopolis Notre Dame Catholic High School. And then, of course, other Andrews' brother Isaiah, same graduate, and World School Sevens. On Dalhousie as the play is coming back. Nigel Bannister, hailing from Oakville, Ontario. Evan Logan is a local from Halifax, proud product of the Celtics Academy. And then, as we've heard the name, Jimmy Clark many times before from St. John's, Newfoundland.
Oh, and great kick here by Clark. RMC comes up with this ball. Oh, nice little show and go here for RMC. Great drive.
You see the Dalhousie players really tight around the ruck, disjointed coming up, but RMC elects to go for a kick. Big chase by substitution number 21, coming in with fresh, hopefully warm legs. Number 21 is Cameron Radford, 4th year from Burlington, Ontario.
And RMC about 5 meters away from getting that 50-22 that we've all been seeing these teams trying to take advantage of that new law change.
Gotta
Pretty
love
exciting.
the laws that are trying to open up the game, allow more opportunities for those long runs.
Oh,
Line out over the top, RMC is able to gather.
nice little step there by number 10.
RMC really showing their strength in the contact area. Lots of Dalhousie players required in order to make those tackles. Glenn Butler going for a run. 1-2 Dalhousie players with a straight arm. And he's through a try back-to-back. Kick to come. RMC playing with a lot of confidence right now. Dalhousie just unable to string a few phrases together without an error or penalty at this time.
It's been really interesting. There hasn't been a lot of structure in this game so far, so I'm really impressed with RMC, how they've been playing so well in this unstructured game. We talk about coaching all the time of, how we do have our structure in place, but really we have our structure to break our structure, to play unstructured. So that's kind of, for me personally as a coach, the goal is to get our team playing unstructured rugby. So it's nice to see RMC being so successful at this.
One of the beautiful things about rugby, you're not playing play by play like you would in football. There's continuous movement, multiple phases at a time, back to back. What you see in front of you is very different. You can't always run that exact same tic-tac-toe line. So it's fun. A lot of coaches just teaching people to be better rugby players versus following an exact playbook. Big kick from Glenn Butler, but actually just short. He was way far on that right-hand touchline. Probably would have been a 50-meter kick had it gone through. Dalhousie with the restart, opting to go long, just around the 22. Easy take from RMC. They go straight into contact. Dalhousie again, very tight on defense. The last defender being at the goalpost. Lucky that RMC had a poor pass there into the midfield. And a penalty. Time is off. Pete realizing that he's had a few penalties in a row here against Dalhousie. Likely going to have a chat with their captain, asking RMC to back up. And he is going to his pocket. Consistency from a referee is what we ask for, and that's what we see. Multiple penalties from both sides result in a card. And number 2, I believe it was from Dalhousie, off for 7 minutes in these 60-minute games.
Yeah, and game 3 of this tournament, these players, kind of should know better, and no surprise here of all the cards that have been laying out.
3 games in 5 days can be particularly exhausting. Gotta wonder if fatigue is playing a part in any of the undisciplined play. Number 5 coming off for Dalhousie. His first nationals, Ben Lohr, lock, third year from Canning, Nova Scotia. Going to the front, which should be an easy ball for RMC. It's a little bit bobbled, but the hooker regains it. And a box kick from number 9. I believe that's the first box kick of the day. Well done tactically with number 11 right there. Let's see if RMC comes up really hard to try to shut down the space on RMC, and they do, putting them on the back foot slightly.
Yeah, great defense here from RMC. I think Dalhousie might be trying to set some structure here to have a kick.
Haven't seen a lot of quick ball from Dalhousie. They're content with letting the ball sit at the back of the ruck a little bit, allowing RMC to set up their defense. That was a big kick down the field.
And returned here.
And it was straight out. Excellent play by Dalhousie. They won the ping pong game there. Going for a line out all the way about on the 35 meters outside of the goal line. Good attacking position for Dalhousie. See if they can string a line out together. Keep number 5 down with perhaps some fakes and movement within the line out. Not going in the line out. I imagine once they get in, they're going to try to go up really quickly, as RMC has been very strong defensively in the line out. Subs coming in, 2 for RMC. Big hugs there on the sideline. Many players, this is actually every single player on this field would be their first national championship, assuming that they didn't attend with another university. Exciting stuff.
Somebody new throwing this ball in, so we'll see first line of the game for this thrower.
And they do misdirection, but number 5 still gets up there. Don't even think he had to jump with his 6'10" reach.
I hope his team gives him a nice line-out king reward.
Good footwork by the Dalhousie fullback or winger there, receiving the ball. Forward pod's ready again, kind of a slow ball. Tip pass, again, I think one of the first one that we've seen all game. Glenn Butler looks to be in there with the steal as a jackal, and he is. Glenn Butler has had one heck of a game today. Running the ball, jackling on defense, tackles, big kicks. Extra special for him, obviously playing in Kingston. Gotta think that the crowd is a factor here, giving that much needed energy to RMC.
Still feeling like -10 outside, so
being asked on the YouTube channel to hype up number 5. Have you been listening? We've been talking about him this whole time, and those lineouts. Adam Beaupre, after his yellow card, came in absolutely firing, making it up for his teammates.
Scoring a try,
Big
taking
Maul.
control out of this this lineout, and
Look at him directing traffic, going backwards. A little bit of a peel off. Are they going to be keeping their feet? And they do. Just a tackle there, RMC there to play it. And number 6 with a ninja catch. That was amazing.
yeah, good reflexes. Got those military reflexes.
Absolutely. RMC has lots of room to play to width if they get it. I imagine they're going to continue those one-off balls. Number 13, and they do play to width. Number 22, one of his first touches, passing to 21. Love to see it sub to sub. Sometimes your first touch on the ball, you just want to go into contact, get some confidence. No way, not for RMC. Number 22, François Terrien from Ottawa, passes to number 21, Cameron Radford from Burlington, Ontario. Smiles all around for RMC. This is a great finish for the tournament, as the 8th seed looks like they have the 7th spot secured.
Yeah, nice little 2-on-2.
Did a Y line, attracted 2 defenders. 21 didn't have much to do except dot it down. They are pumped.
Butler really earning his money with these tough kicks here.
In rugby, wherever you score a try, you come back parallel to the sideline. That's why Butler is so close to the sideline, because that's where the try is scored. Big left-footed boot. Does it curve?
And
it
just slots in. Well done to Butler, getting that just right in the pocket there, those posts.
11 minutes-ish to go. RMC up 43-7. More subs coming in from RMC. Gonna get lots of players some play time, allowing them to get valuable minutes in a national championship. Could be once in a lifetime opportunities. Nice high kick from Dalhousie. Surprised we didn't see that more often earlier in the game with the type of skill set there, making it contestable and Dalhousie regaining possession.
Oh, and unfortunately the ball has just bobbled back and kicked through, so we'll see. I think ball kicked into touch here by RMC. Oh, and Dalhousie opting for a quick lineout. Ball's back in play.
Good for them. Finally just wanting to play the ball and play quickly. Number 24 substitution coming in. Kyle McNeil-Timms from Halifax. Number 20, the substitution 9, getting eaten up. You cannot lift a player, must put him down safely, and Butler does. Likely going to play a pick and go game. Certainly see the higher skilled teams, anybody going into play 9 in this case. Pick and goes, and unfortunately an error. Believe crossing or obstruction. Tackling the player without the ball. There's the referee's hand signals. Number 22 coming in to kick. The assist on the try previously, back to 21. Certainly feel like we've been talking a lot about RMC this half. They've had most of the possession. When Dalhousie gets possession, they just can't seem to string enough phases together. Plagued with errors or penalties. Really unfortunate for them. Likely showing some fatigue, having to travel. Play 3 games in 5 days. Hopefully some positive experiences for these gentlemen being here. Another box kick from RMC. Knock on by 15. Dalhousie gather it. Let's see if they can put a few phases together. Back to a kicker, and they're opting to give away possession. Almost seems like they're scared to play with the ball in hand slightly. RMC not afraid to attack. Looking for that 50-22.
Oh, he's
Don't
so
quite
close.
get it. Not a bad kick, kicking to space. Multiple pounces in field.
Yeah, but knowing how good RMC's lineout has been, this is not a bad situation for them.
Hooker is ready to throw the ball in. Do have some players who are showing urgency with Dalhousie. I'm sure they'd love to get a score on the board in the second half here.
Yeah, that's Harrison Stewart throwing this ball in previously off with a yellow card, so nice to see him back in this game.
See if they play it all with ball in hand and deepen their in goal. If they opt to kick it, they do have the wind. Misdirection. Finally, number 5 goes in the air, but Dalhousie, just a little tip ball, doesn't get a clean line out. 10 kicking under pressure.
With that left foot, and ball travels into touch.
Not a bad kick under pressure.
Yeah, impressive that able to kick off both feet. Always look for that as a kicker, making sure you're training both sides, having nice balance there.
Yeah, never know what situation you'll be in. Obviously, number 10 having an opportunity there to kick with his opposite foot. Isaiah Andrews spoke about him, about being one of those players to watch. Easy line out for RMC. They are not. Dalhousie did not engage in the maul, and its advantage.
Oh, smart play by Dalhousie.
Really smart play by Dalhousie. RMC trying to form a maul. Dalhousie did not engage, which means it's actually not a maul. It's just RMC getting in the way of the ball carrier. Ref saying it was accidental, therefore it's going to be a scrum to Dalhousie just on the halfway line, the 5-meter hash line.
Yeah, well done to Dalhousie for making that adjustment.
Great adjustment by them. Max Hayden, number 20, holding the ball here for Dalhousie, getting ready to put it in. First year, Halifax native. He's in his first year of engineering. Likely has lots of time management skills to be able to manage the course load. All these athletes on Dalhousie are there on their own fundraising. They are the Dalhousie Rugby Football Club, a club team within their school, run by volunteers. Penalty to RMC. Looks like Dalhousie brought the scrum down. RMC opting to kick it down. Not surprising given the success of their lineout both offensively and defensively. See if RMC makes an adjustment after that last call where they tried to set up a Maul without any engagement from Dalhousie.
And
Number 5, easy take, passed off the top. Haven't seen a lot of width off set piece. Both teams opting to crash in the middle of the field.
Oh, and great tackle here by Dalhousie, getting off that line and cutting off that pass.
Absolutely. There's some spunk for number 23 from Dalhousie coming off the line hard, Ian McDonald.
Oh, but unfortunately causing a penalty advantage here, so RMC with that penalty advantage, nothing's coming.
Must be so frustrating for Dalhousie to get a big hit in the middle of the field and then a penalty, unfortunately. Just cannot string phases together and any positive defensive plays to get some momentum. Really unfortunate for them.
Oh, and another yellow card here in this match.
Number 13, Graham Rogers from Ottawa, Ontario, in his 3rd year, going to be spending the rest of the game from the sideline.
This has got to be a record here for...
Might be. I think I counted 6
yellows,
one of which was a double yellow, leading to a red.
Yeah.
Referee obviously has that tool to go into his pocket when required and when deserved. Try to regain, ask the players for more discipline. They know what the consequence can be. All the players here should know what the ref is expecting of them. Same Maul, referee is allowing it to continue.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know with the new rules of pre-binding into contact, surprised that he's letting that one go.
My guess is Pete Pender thought it was the same Maul, therefore when it peeled off, even though there was no Dalhousie players, they were allowed to continue. We need to get mic'd up to the ref is what we need,
Yeah,
Lauren.
I know. You know what? We need phase counting and...
Phase counting would be glorious, although it wouldn't have gone very high this
yeah,
game.
yeah, that is very true.
Really hope that the conditions allow for the games today to have some free-flowing rugby. Can certainly see the cold playing a factor today. Lots of steam coming off those forward packs.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can see RMC is happy about this weather, that's for sure.
Gotta mention it, I don't see many mullets in the 7-8 matchup. Normally there's been quite a few in each game. This might be the mullet-free matchup.
Yeah, number 2, I think, on Dal Stewart. He's got a little bit of one, but...
Little mini mullet, we'll take it.
Oh, and bit of a missed kick here by Clark, so then a knock on here, so we'll have scrum to RMC. Yeah, I think with the military college, mullets may be frowned upon.
Maybe frowned upon.
But there's still some nice facial hair going here for Movember. Love to see it.
Absolutely. Lots of teams across the country having Movember campaigns. My own team, the Mount Royal University Cougars, have a Movember campaign, and I'm sure many other universities here do as well. Big scrum from Dalhousie.
Yeah,
Holy
well
smokes.
done.
Opting for that little grubber and kick through again. It is recovered by Dalhousie on that far wing. Pod is already set up. Let's see if they get quick ball. RMC slows it down. Ball is available. Number 18, the substitution with a tip ball to number 2. Got to see that mini mullet on the ground. Going back to the other side, playing back and forth rugby, not really getting RMC to move at all defensively. But a nice little sneak play by the number 20 substitution, scrum half Max Hayden. 9's in, Dalhousie opting to play, and it is a penalty. They can go quick, 24 does, that's smart. No business for that. Number 18 knew exactly what he was doing. Surprising Pete Pender didn't go to the pocket there. That was pretty unsportsmanlike.
Yeah,
Luckily it was just a bear hug and nothing more. Up to 170 watching on Queen's Gaels YouTube channel. Thank you to all those tuning in, both on YouTube and on the Rugby Network. Big thank you to staff running a tight ship audio visual. Lots of fun here at Queen's, being able to call the games. Line out to Dalhousie, tapped off, and Dalhousie regains to number 20, carrying the ball again. Lots of forwards there. They're ready. A little tap on the hip, meaning he's going to pick and go. RMC right there. Lots of bodies piling in. RMC needs to roll away, not impeding the ball, and they do.
Yeah, RMC really showing their strength here in this point of contact.
And they're playing with a lot of confidence as well, being up 43-7 with time off the clock. They have nothing to lose. They'll be really happy with ending up with the 7th seed, coming in as the 8th.
Oh, and a nice little play here by Dal, but bobbled backwards, and we'll see.
Side. Double
Yeah.
knock to end the game, I believe, if our time matches Pete Pender's watch, and it does. Look at RMC, they are pumped. A win at Nixon Field to take 7th place.
Final score of 43-7 for RMC. And just a reminder that this Consolation Final of the 2021 Toronto Arrows Canadian University Men's Championship is brought to you by Lougheed Wealth Management, Raymond James. Again, your final score, RMC, did I say 43?
You sure did.
43 to Dalhousie 7. We're just waiting on the field here for our Pinnacle Scouting Players of the Game.
Next games coming at you today will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5th place game between the Concordia Stingers and the University